Shut up. So I'm on acid and also took 4 canisters of nitrous oxide in a row. Whoa. You know when you start making a video and you know it's immediately going to be fun to rewatch? That's like what this is. So, when I was taking the first couple canisters, I realized that nitrous oxide seems to do something different than what acid does initially, that's for sure. But what a lot of drugs do, and that's actually make time go by faster. And this is kind of on my mind because I was talking to a coworker the other day about that, just about time. Like, he had just started working there, and for some reason we just started talking about time, and immediately I knew I was going to like this guy because I think about time a lot, and specifically about the way we experience time, because I'm very interested in just the mind-body connection and how the body experiences time, but our mind perceives it differently at all times. We're constantly changing the way we experience time. And I was just really intrigued by the way that, and I don't recommend taking nitrous oxide. It's not probably a good drug for you, but I like to do things from a medical standpoint, and I was interested in how I had taken nitrous oxide was probably like the first high I ever got because I got it at the dentist, right? I just had my wisdom teeth taken out, and I remember laughing my ass off with these like nurses or dentists, I don't know, taking out my wisdom tooth, and I was like, oh shit, this is a high. And it was so surreal. It was such a funny thing because it felt like a dream. It felt like I wasn't really having it. And because it hits you and then you realize you're just there. You're just fucking gone. You're just like in giggly mode. And that's the thing I realized is like I hardly remembered past a certain point, and I think I just replicated that kind of specific high because what you do is you don't just consume the nitrous oxide. You don't want to fuck yourself up. I hope that's not what they did at the dentist, because I did probably take in more nitrous oxide than I was taking in oxygen at that point, during those like 4 minutes of consuming 4 canisters or whatever. But the interesting bit was how I realized I'm watching this video while I'm doing it. Internet historian, good content. But I just realized that I wasn't remembering what was happening as much. It like this part of the video got really intense, and it happened to coincide when the nitrous oxide was feeling really intense. And I thought, damn, this can't be a fluke. Like, let me rewind this. I want to see just what this video was like before this. I can't just be imagining this part got intense when the whole video was intense, for instance. And yeah, no, I rewinded like 30 seconds, and that was not enough because way more time had gone by in the video, and I started rewinding more and more, and I realized, oh damn, a lot of time had actually just passed. And so that's the thing. I think that perhaps some research can actually be done on that, like some research into the way we perceive time versus the way that, like, what the baseline is, and then what different chemicals can make your perception of it change to be. Because it could actually, my initial interest goes to the fact that people are seeking different highs for different rates of perception, like the way experience feels for how fast or how slow it goes. And it's not obviously linked to that because you realize pretty quickly you're doing it for other reasons. Like, it also feels good, it makes you think a certain way. There tend to be different attributes than just the rate of experience. But I think that's probably key to long-term addictions, because you're trying to make time your bitch. Essentially, you're trying to have some sort of control over it since you're stuck with so much of it. And I doubt many people, that's probably why nobody gets addicted to psychedelics, because you take them for a while and you realize, god damn, stuck with a lot of time here. Like, each one of these highs is 8 hours and it feels like an eternity. Like, maybe this isn't actually fun anymore. Maybe what would be fun, after all, like, what's fun tends to be what makes time go by faster. That's exactly what the new coworker and I were talking about, was how, like, sucks how time works like that. That, like, when you're enjoying it, you don't get much of it. It feels like it's gone before you know it. And when you're not enjoying it, it's gonna go by so slowly. It goes by so slowly when it sucks. And that does suck. It's almost as if we're designed to experience the shitty parts and not as much the fun parts, because the fun parts go by so fast. You end up with all these long shitty parts. But I don't know why that would be. What's up with that? Maybe it's because when you're going through the tough parts, there's more memories to be made. You know, you're going through a tough point in life, there's more things for you to change to get you to a happy point. Once you're in that happy point, it's like just being safe, being comfortable. There's no memories needed to be made. There's nothing that critically needs to be made, because you're happy, you're safe, you're in a good point. And so your experience of that goes by faster, because experience is related to the consolidation of memories. I think that's not a theory. I think other people have theorized that. I don't know. I don't know enough about this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.